From Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I gave Artemis a courtly bow and stretched out my hand. She smiled and took it. Og set the dance floor's gravity on a counterclockwise spin, making all of our avatars slowly rotate around the club's invisible central axis, like motes of dust floating inside a snow globe. And then, before I could stop myself, the words just came out. "I'm in love with you, Artie." She didn't respond at first. She just looked at me in shock as our avatars continued to drift in orbit around each other. "You aren't in love with me, Z," she said. "You don't even know me." I felt like a large wooden stake had been driven into my chest. Artemis was about to say something more when we heard a thunderous boom directly above us. A small army of sixes was now pouring in, swooping into the club on jetpacks, firing blaster pistols as they came. Total chaos broke out. Half of the avatars in the club swarmed towards the exit, while the other half drew weapons or began to cast spells, firing laser bolts, bullets and fireballs back at the invading sixes. In seconds, the situation escalated into the largest confrontation I'd ever witnessed. I glanced up at the DJ booth, just in time to see it crack open as the great and powerful Og emerged from within. He looked really annoyed. "You jerks think you can crash my birthday party?" he shouted. His avatar was still wearing a mic, so his words blasted over the club speaker array. He stretched out his arms as he turned to face the onslaught of sixes. A dozen tines of red lightning erupted from each of Og's fingertips, branching out in all directions. Each tine struck a different sixer avatar, while somehow arcing harmlessly around everyone else. In a millisecond, every single sixer in the club was completely vaporized. I was awestruck. It was the most incredible display of power by an avatar I'd ever seen. "Nobody busts into my joint uninvited," Og shouted, his voice echoing through the now silent club. "Let's get this party going again, shall we?" It took a moment for the shock to wear off, but then everyone started to dance again.